YouTube, welcome. It's your boy Al Mac. Al Mac. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification, and you will be notified instantly about any video that I upload. This video is about 5 misconceptions of the Goldwing. There are 5 things that I think that people misconcept about the Goldwing, and I'm going to do them in descending order. The number 5 thing that I think that people have a misconception about the Goldwing is that they think it's an ugly bike. And that's a very subjective thing anyway to really think, but a lot of people tell me like, why'd you buy that bike, man? It's ugly. Like it's a really ugly bike. And I don't think the Goldwing is an ugly bike. Um I think it's a very unique looking bike. But personally, me, I love the way that the paint looks on the Goldwing. I love the way the rim looks. I just think that it's a classic looking Honda motorcycle, and it's beautiful. And especially a stock Goldwing, guys. Nothing looks, in my opinion, better than just a regular stock Goldwing. And this is just my opinion here, and I always keep it real with my viewers. I think the Goldwing gets ugly when people start doing too much to it, and especially when people start to chrome the bike out. I love the way that a chromed out Harley looks, but I hate the way a chromed out Goldwing looks. Um, and also I think that it sort of gets a little ugly when people start to put too many lights and accent lights on the bike. I don't like the way that that looks. A lot of people do, and that's why I said it's very subjective, but that's just me. But overall, I do not think the Goldwing is an ugly motorcycle. I think it's one of the best looking classic Honda motorcycles that there is. My number 4 thing that I think that people have a misconception about the Goldwing is that the Goldwing is only a long distance bike and it can't be used for anything else. And I disagree with that as well, guys. The Goldwing can be used for many things. I've gone grocery shopping with the Goldwing. I've commuted to work with the Goldwing. I've done mountain runs with the Goldwing. Anything that you can do with any motorcycle, guys, anything, I believe you can do it on the Goldwing. You can take the Goldwing out in the mountains or do a spirited ride. You can take the Goldwing out grocery shopping. You can commute to work because it has a lot of storage. Guys, the Goldwing is such a unique bike in a way that it can be used for anything and anything that you want to use it for. Um, the number 3 misconception about the Goldwing is that people think it's slow. And I don't believe that you can even make that assumption without, first of all, having ridden a Goldwing. And if you've ridden a Goldwing, there's no way you're going to say that this bike is slow. It may be big, but it is not slow. And well, maybe that can also be subjective too, because people have different ideas what fast and slow is. Because if you compare the Goldwing to any of my sports bikes, it's a lot slower. But for a touring motorcycle of this size, the Goldwing is fast. And honestly, it's faster than most Harley motorcycles. I would say 90% of the Harley motorcycles, it would probably take a CVO engine to start even competing with the torque and speed of the Goldwing. Because this motorcycle, guys, it has so much torque. And I wish I could show you right now, but there's a lot of traffic. But if you punch that throttle, this bike will immediately just take off and start moving. So no, it's not a slow motorcycle, guys. It's a very torquey, large, powerful motorcycle. It almost has a car's engine in it. So no, guys, that's a misconception of the Goldwing. Um, the number 2 misconception of the Goldwing is that the Goldwing cannot handle. And people just see the size of it, and people assume that this bike, it handles bad. And I mean, that's a misconception that I had, before I actually rode one. But when I rode the Going, I immediately noticed that this bike is it stays very planted in the turns, and it could dip really far over and far enough to where you're scraping the pegs and everything, and it could still go further, guys. And the Goldwing handles really good for its size. Um, you know, does it handle as well as most sport touring motorcycles? Absolutely not. But does it handle better than most touring motorcycles? Yes, it does. I have ridden a Road Glide, Street Glide, and Ultra. Um, and I've also ridden a couple of Yamaha touring bikes. I think it was called the Star Venture, and I've ridden Indian touring bikes. And the Goldwing handles better than all of those bikes, guys. The Goldwing handles very well. It's a very good handling motorcycle. If you turn it, you see this? It's going to immediately react to whatever you're doing to the bike. And I'm not pushing my weight into that. That's just me slightly pushing on the handlebars. So yes, it handles well. And the number one misconception of the Goldwing is people think it's an old man's bike. And I do not believe that the Goldwing is an old man's bike. And I don't even know how it got that reputation anyway, because if you ride this bike, I mean, well, first of all, how can any bike be specifically created for old men? Like, I don't get that. But if you ride it, guys, this bike is faster, torquier, has more speed, and is more fun to ride than a lot of motorcycles that I've ridden. But yeah, that old man's sort of identity of the Goldwing, it has to go. And especially with the new Goldwing, it's definitely not an old man's bike. These bikes are everyone's motorcycle. I think that they're built for men, women, anybody that really just wants to be comfortable. Oh, then yes, this bike is for you. Um, Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, guys. And again, if you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notifications, and you will be notified about any video that I upload. And I want you guys to keep riding your ride and enjoy your motorcycle journey and have a great day, guys. I'm Al Mack, and I'm out.